Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this session we are going to be covering a gold Sombra player who's been on a bit of a losing streak. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do feel free to like and subscribe. That really helps me out. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, and down there you're going to see what my rates are. You can participate in the Recruiter Friend special, you can connect with other people that are getting coaching, all that good stuff.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort the
I don't love pathing right ahead of your team like that. At least you went on a little bit of a flank. You don't want to accidentally take spam that's meant for someone else. What's your team and what's your follow-up? You potentially have a Discord and you potentially have a ball. So you could pair up with the ball in the Discord to seek eliminations. You could go ahead and make Ryan's life difficult with hacks, or you could just try to farm off of Hog. McCree is going to keep you somewhat honest, though, as is Torb. Not the easiest thing to play into. Okay, so the turret's locked on something else, so if you feel your team's in position, you can make your play. Okay. Interesting. You went for the turret, you shot him a little bit, and then you hacked. You've kind of given away that you're here by shooting, so usually you'd go for the hack first, then get on the other things if that's what you want to do, but I can live with it. Yeah, so you can't get the hack off. And that's because you've given away that you're there. At that point, just shoot him out, just get the extra ult charge.
Hey there.
Do you want to stealth and go up on the flank like you do as a flank hero here? Okay. Please don't play here. Okay.
Enemy turret.
This is just clean up. Guarantee you did not need to hack that health back, but that's fine. You want to already be going up and scouting, figuring out what's here for your team, figuring out if you want to be here, going, oh, hey, there's a Moira that I could just pick off and instantly translocate out, things like that. Like, you should have already been up here. You didn't need to participate in the cleanup the way you did. Take advantage of your speed. This is a lot of downtime. This is a lot of downtime. Why are you so interested in these health packs? I'd have been fine with that health pack the whole time, but even after getting that health pack, your answer was to continue your flank through here or check through here, depending on where you thought the enemies were. There's no reason at all for you to be going back this way, and especially not, yeah, like don't just walk back slowly. Why are you crouch walking? Why is this so slow? Yeah, no. What are you doing? Stealth. Get your speed buff from being stealthed. Oh, you're just playing for health pack control. So, like, health pack control was an awesome way to play Sombra when she was first introduced, and there was even a Sombra Tracer meta, and you watched Lunatic High do it, and Eska's Sombra was amazing at it, and I won't hear otherwise for all you Eska haters. Like, it was a fantastic way to play the game. Health pack control added a level of complexity to the game. The problem was there wasn't counterplay except your own Sombra, which is bad from a counterplay perspective, but it was really cool as a map control battle. It is long since gone because A, damage and healing are now higher in the game, but more importantly because health packs don't give ult charge anymore. You can't dedicate this much time to hacking health packs. You've now hacked 3 health packs in this general area, and you just don't need them all. They're not worth it anymore. You can hack a health pack that you want to operate out of. You can hack a health pack that you think is going to see a lot of heavy use for a flanker, for a ball, for yourself, etc. But you can't be spending this time hacking these health packs. You can't be doing that crouch walk through space your team controlled. This is not contributing enough, and your team is going to lose because they're taking 6v5s while you're doing this stuff that is not very high value.
Enemy turret ahead.
Okay?
I might need this later.
Didn't you hack this health pack? But, okay, like, we went to the trouble of hacking that. We never reset our translocator in a better place, and now we're not even going to use the health packs? you need to get behind or to the side of these enemies so that when your team is respawned and ready to take this fight, you are at that off angle like you were at the very beginning. Except it'll be more powerful than it was in the first fight because your team will actually be able to engage them because there won't be a high ground, low ground difference. No! No! We do not shoot from this direction. We are Sombra. We have easy access to getting around the enemy. We have 2 movement abilities. Stealth, which makes us invisible and move faster, and Translocator, which we can use to literally teleport. We do not engage enemies from the front, except in like 6v2 cleanups. No, not a thing. Why did you go behind cover to start your reload and then do 2/3 of your reload while you're out in the open? You could get so much more damage if you were fighting from Garden over there. You could be so much more disruptive. Also, your engage timing was early. And you kind of baited your team into that, and therefore they lost because they kind of again took a 3v6. What are you doing? Why are you here? Why are you here?
Here I am.
Go find an angle to play from where the Torb turret isn't going to hit you and engage at the same time or literally just an instant after your team does. That's all you've got to do. Okay. I hope you said in comms that you were doing that because I certainly didn't see you spam Z button before you did that. But I hope. Just going to point out that if you were on the flank over here where I'd wanted you to be and you'd stepped out for your EMP, that High Noon wouldn't have hit you. Just going to point that out. It's a minor thing, and it's not the reason I told you to be playing on the flank, but it would have been an added benefit. No, you come back and you're fighting from the same direction as your team. Take the extra second. Sombra is not powerful enough. She doesn't have enough presence, enough frontline power to do this. Even if you're returning from the fight, you need to go take the flank. You need to be shooting the tanks from the back, or you need to be working on the supports. You can't be shooting the tanks from the front. You're not Soldier 76. You don't have that kind of brawling power.
I'm restoring. See you later. Ahorita regreso. Enemy turret. Miss me?
That's sort of kind of a flank, but not really.
Translocating. I might need this later. ¿Qué onda?
It hurts so much because there's so many easy ways for you to get around this. You can go like this. Again, you have a speed buff. It's easy for you to circle. You can go like this, but not when your team's going down it. You can go here and then just dart across because, again, you're very fast. You can go like this. You can end up back here. There's so much map that you have access to with Sombra, and they literally cannot deny you.
It's all up from here. Looking for me?
Again, this barely, if at all, qualifies as a flank. This would be 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 a flank, something that you can do. This is like as small as you can get and still be maybe a flank. I'm not a fan. Nope. Well, I'm not watching Sombra, I'm watching Ryan, but you know. I didn't miss anything. No! No! Your team is winning this fight. Oh, your team is winning this fight so hard. I know it looks like, oh, there's only one person in spawn. That's not true. If you look back, you have more of them that just left spawn. Oh, am I crazy? Yeah, no. They're all the way back here. Like, you were winning this so hard, these two were never getting out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, you're fine. You're up by enough, even with that Mercy Res on the Rhine. You are up by enough to convincingly win this. You do not need to be blowing EMP into this. Please. Please have an awareness of what the situation is. Okay. I say that, and then I'm aware that the McCree turns it. Let's take a look. So you got their Mercy right after the res. That's fine. You're still up. And where is this McCree that ends all of your... Over here. Okay.
Draw.
I mean, your team fed. There's no reason that should happen. Okay. That's fine. That doesn't change the fact that you shouldn't have blown EMP there. It would have been really easy to win this next fight with EMP if you hadn't used EMP into that fight. But you know what? I guess I won't belabor it because you EMP'd into a fight that you were winning and you still didn't win it.
Thanks. See you later.
I mean, we can point out that your team couldn't really follow up on the EMP because, hey, you EMP'd back here. Your team was over here. You were the only one who was going to be able to follow up, and you'd used both of your cooldowns already, so you didn't really have abilities, so it wasn't good. That's another reason, but, you know, it's going to fall on deaf ears because your team lost the fight that you overulted into, so.
Initiating the hack. Damn it. Be right back. Translocating.
Okay. What's your plan here? Are you going to wait till your team has 6 and then open with good timing? I would be so happy if you did that. Okay. Engagement timing. Wait till your team has 6. Wait. Wait for it. No! No!
60 seconds remaining.
And now you're playing Sombra 76, and you're playing with your Reinhardt. This is not a flank. Not a flank.
My ultimate is charged.
Kind of a flank, but not really. Sombra 76. Sombra 76.
Thanks. In here.
Don't do it. Don't you dare EMP. You're too far behind. Good. EMP next push.
Intentemos otra vez. No more time to waste. Let's get that done.
Okay. Fine. He's gone. Just go from the other side. Literally just, this is fine, but this is better. But this is qualifying as a flank. I'm good with this, or at least a very strong off angle.
Translocating.
Why did you teleport back up? You were in no danger. I don't mind the steeper angle. It's good. I just, you know, you went down, then you came back up. That was weird. Yeah. So there actually were visual cues that he was there even before the missed shots. You saw his boot for a second as you were turning your screen. Then he missed like 3 shots before he hit one. So you should have, and you could see the smoke trail for at least one of them, I think 2. So you definitely should have known he was there. You should have adapted to that threat and either dropped or started shooting at him. He should not have gotten close enough to try and flash
I'm
you.
out of here.
Good. You adjust to under the cover so that he doesn't have an angle at you.
Surrender to my will.
Okay.
Round 1 complete.
So, other than the fact that your good push started with an EMP, you effectively won 2 team fights on this map. The first team fight you won was here, where you went, hey, I'm going to go do stuff, and you did get a lot done, but you got a little bit done here, etc. You started on the flank, and you did a little bit of work from the flank. The second team fight you won, you stacked a bunch of ults, including EMP, which definitely helps, and then after that, you played on the flank, where you were able to shoot them from up here, you were able to shoot them from up here, you were able to shoot them from up here. You were separated from your team, shooting from where they weren't looking because they were looking at your team. Those are the two team fights that your team actually won, and you played differently in them than you did in the other team fights. That's going to be the difference to making these team fights go more successfully, more consistently. Sombra is a flanker, full on. She is not Soldier 76. She is not Sombra 76. She doesn't stand behind her Reinhardt and go pew pew. She doesn't stand here when her Reinhardt here and go pew pew, which is most of what you're doing at the beginning of second. She goes, hey, my Reinhardt's here. Maybe I'll be up here. Maybe I'll be over here. Maybe I'll be over here. Maybe I'll be over here. She's not right here. Cool. Cool. Okay, let's move on to the next round. Is it going to be shorter?
Initiating match.
Only a little, so it's not a blowout.
Ready for battle.
Oh, are we going to be on Reaper now? Okay.
4,
This isn't Sombra, but hey, we can talk Reaper.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
I don't really like that you started up here. I think you should have started over where Hanzo was, and you should have already been teleported over there so that you had your teleport cooldown to get out if you were immediately jumped by like a Diva, Genji, Echo, something right out the gate, etc. And now you're teleporting over there. Everyone knows you're teleporting over there. This is too early. Don't even peek yet. Still too early. Don't do it. Your ball's doing it, so now you could if you want because your ball is taking some hate. You don't want to pull their attention early like that. You do a lot, exponentially more damage when you get close, so you don't want to like start pelting them from far away when they're not aware of you. When they're not looking at you, when they're looking at someone else, because you want to use that time before they're looking at you to get closer so that your first shot does 40% of their life instead of your first shot doing 15% of their life. Weak reload. And don't reload then Wraith. Wraith reloads for you. Yeah, the turret you can shoot at early because it will insta-lock you. Okay, you can just fight this. That's fine. You can just be shooting at this. Are you trying to teleport? You are. You should have just been pow 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 breaking his shield. You could have shredded his shield while your Mercy was perfectly happy to pocket you. You don't need to go for the backline. You can fight his front line like that, especially when his backline can't really get you. The only help he has is 2 supports, and neither are very offensive supports. You could have just powed this, and your Mercy understood that and was happy to stay and help you win this 2v3. Like, no joke. Good. It's fine. It was your only chance back in there, effectively. Okay, are you going to stay on Reaper? You are. No, we're back to Sombra. Okay, back to the review.
And everyone.
So we're a flanker, and we're going to do it.
Always
We're on the high ground. I like it. I like it. The high ground. Okay, so your team isn't committed to this fight yet. I hope you understand that, and I hope you don't immediately start shooting from here. team still isn't committed to this fight. You have to understand engagement timings. Your Rhine is backing out. Your Rhine was here and is now backed out to here. Your Rhine is backing out. You're both thinking about going in. Your Hanzo is peeking it, but your BAP isn't really supporting this team. Your BAP has turned around looking at your Mercy. Your Rhine is backing out. This is not a commit from your team. So yeah, I can pretty much guarantee you the commit from your team was really going to happen closer to here anyways rather than here. It gives your team better, stronger angles, a corner that they can work with, etc. And those are things that as a flanker, you really do have to understand engagement timings. And mark my words, you are a flanker as Sombra. So now you're going to just play Sombra 76 from up here. You're not as good as Soldier 76 would be from up here, and it's early. You don't have a serious flank on them. They haven't moved in enough. It's, a 3v6. It'll become a 6v6 in a second or two, but that's a second or two that you cost, and that second or two matters.
Enemy turret destroyed.
So we've got some unnecessary reloads going on here. Good.
Translocating.
I'm on fire. Enemy turret.
Get in here. The battle continues.
It's fine. Your team's gonna win that without you. It's fine. You can wait here. You can wait here. I promise. I promise you can wait here. You'll have this beautiful flank. No!
I'm out of here.
So that was too early, but this could be great. See this? This should be a commit from you. No, your team's backed off way more than I thought. Okay, that's unfortunate, but you just let them. You just back off yourself. You're not going to fight this even with high ground into 1v5. No, no, you're not. No. Not worth. I get why you're tempted by it, but it's actually not worth. Having the separate angle from your team really is better. Yeah, you'll charge your ult faster with the separate angle. Okay, you got your ult, so you should translocate up so that she can drop for an EMP. Maybe, maybe. Okay. You can push up. You don't need to watch this. You can push up.
I need this later.
It is actually important that you refarm your ult charge from team wiping them when you use your EMP like that. But that's okay. No, that's not worth. Now you're not invisible. Okay, fine. Not worth, but that's fine. Future fights you don't expect to happen here. Denying them this health pack isn't worth that much, and you having this health pack isn't worth that much. Future fights might happen a little bit here, in that all you've done is deny them the health pack, which is, kind of minimal value, because even if you were going, hey, denying them the health pack matters, what denying health pack matters for is generally flankers. This is denying, their supports the ability to back up into a health pack, and they don't want to back up here. They're going to get Hanzo'd if they try. So this isn't great, but I can live with it.
I'm out of here. Beacon in place. Here I am.
Good.
Heroes never die. Looking from them. Guess they haven't had enough.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
Translocating.
Yep, Hog's looking at you. It's too dangerous. You can't hook him, or you can't hack him, so you immediately port out. Good. I don't think you realized quite when it went off, but that's fine. And this is just junk time. Okay. Better a little bit at the end there. If people have questions, throw them up in chat now. Meanwhile, I'm going to do my little outro. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description down below. And through that, you're going to see what my rates look like. You can see when I'm streaming. You can actually do the Recruiter Friend special going on right now. That's 25% off both for you and someone that you recruit on your next lesson. That can be pretty cool. Or if you're just enjoying the content, do feel free to like and subscribe. That definitely helps me out, and I do appreciate it. And I don't see anything else in chat, so that's what I've got. Thanks, guys. Temporal out.